Duggar News followers were in disbelief as Duggar's husband, Jeremy Vuolo, came dangerously close to facing a 20-year prison sentence. He was about to go behind bars, and things got out of his hands. Duggar and Jeremy recently opened up about this horrific incident and explained how the latter ended up in this situation. But that's not all. Jeremy further explained how he ended up imagining his entire life in jail because of the things that happened to him. Is this true? What is this all about? What did he reveal? Is he safe now? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. Duggar News. Jeremy Duggar has a history of arrests. Duggar News followers are well aware of the fact that this wasn't the first time Jeremy Vuolo had a close call with the police. He had talked about how the arrest in 2008 acted as a massive wake-up call for him. Apparently, the celeb was behind bars because he harassed and grabbed a police officer while he was drinking with his friends. Jeremy was put behind bars and was ordered to pay $250 in fines. This is when he decided to start a completely new chapter in his life. The celeb wanted to follow the ways that Christ showed because he was living a miserable life. Jeremy revealed that he was away from his family and was on a completely different path at that time. Duggar News. Here's everything about Jeremy's close call with 20 years of jail. Jeremy and Duggar recently talked about the former's close call with the police with their Duggar News followers. Jeremy narrated how he ended up having counterfeit money with him in the bank. Yes, you read that right. He had counterfeit money. But how did it come to him? Apparently, Jeremy was selling a car belonging to his friend, which was on his property. He sold it for $6,000 to a wild-looking guy. Hence, when he attempted to deposit the cash in the bank, the machine stopped, and the banker informed another staff member that they had counterfeit money. Jeremy was in disbelief, and he imagined how the bank would call the cops, they would do an investigation, and they would take his fingerprints nearby car dealerships. Jeremy imagined that he would get the worst-case scenario punishment of 20 years in jail that Duggar had found from ChatGPT. As he was still preoccupied with his thoughts, the banker approached him and handed over the cash. Apparently, it felt like regular paper. Hence, things took a less severe turn because the bills were clearly fake. Even after all this, Jeremy had to stay back in the bank for further formalities, as the report against the entire incident was being filed. However, Duggar was happy that her husband was home. She added, "I'm just thankful you're not in jail right now." Fans finally took a sigh of relief after realizing that Jeremy was safe and he was at home.